Federales, huh? How do you say it? Policia Federal. So yeah, it's the Policia Federal livery we decided to try. I don't know. I actually, if you guys wouldn't mind sending me maybe on my Discord, if you have any suggestions as to some 727 liveries, because assuming that I don't have PTSD again, I'll probably be flying this a bit. So yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's a funny video, Delta Mike, because I'm very serious throughout the whole thing. I do a complete startup of the 727. I'm on Pilot Edge, right? So it's one thing if you crash on your own flying around in the sim, and it's another if you're on Pilot Edge and you crash. It's like magnifies the whole thing. So yeah, this is. I'm kind of looking forward to trying it out. There's a United plane next to you kicking off a few passengers.
That's priceless. Okay.
That's priceless. Rip, 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 rip. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to go through this. And those of you joining on my... I'll put this out. I'll push this out to YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't had a chance to catch me live, I highly recommend you do so. There's a great crowd. So twitch.tv/JonFly. JonFly. Thanks, John Fly, talking me through the Zebo FMC, old GA guy learning the heavy metal. Old Fly guy. I'm glad that you have learned the Zebo. It's my favorite plane. It's number one. So we got some loud infants in the cabin. You guys may be able to hear. So yeah. Heinrich, his 547 is with us. Yeah, it's pretty shiny. Yep. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'll go ahead and I'll get the well. Let's talk about the flight plan. I guess it doesn't hurt to not burn as much fuel. Try to be a, I don't know, I guess it wouldn't be called a company man, but save the police department some money by not turning on the plane until we know what we're going to do. So we'll bring up the 4-flight. And see if we can go to the 4-flight view. Yep, the 4-flight view is looking good. So we're here at Chicago O'Hare. We're going to take off. We'll probably take off from either 28 right or 10 left, which is the closest runway. Let's find a VOR that's in the general vicinity. We've got a VOR down here called Dupage, or DuPage. It's probably Dupag, or I don't know. Someone can help me out that's from that area. Let's go a little further out, though. Okay, here's one out here. So we got the Polo VOR, right? So the Polo VOR is on 11.2. The 727 runs on tequila. That's awesome. Bara Borat. Yes, I did buy your 206. It was a great deal, so thank you for selling that 206 to me. I missed the 206. I sold the Baron. Some people may call me crazy that I sold the Baron and picked up the 206. All right, so let's go ahead and hit page. We'll select nav. PLL is the code. We'll go ahead and put the airport in here, and we'll reverse these. So now, as you can see, we'll just fly west. We'll track the Polo VOR. Then you know what? Maybe we'll come up here and we'll track either the Rockford VOR or the Janesville VOR, and then we'll come in and we'll do an approach, assuming that we're still. Oh.
Osloth, Dendy 91, raid Osloth.
Sloths are real. D handy.
We gotta subscribe.
We got a
John
double
Fly
sub.
Osmic OMG 6 months. Always proud to help support your channel, John.
AJ with the sub. D Hendy 91 with the sub. And the host. Thank you, my man. Or raid. Sorry, I should say raid. We got a subscribe. Raid and a host. Thank you, D Hendy 91. AJ, I think you got your sub button. I think I saw that you. I think I saw JSnap sub up. I think you were surprised that you had the sub button going. So, congratulations on the sub button. I did have a chance to glance at your emote, and I'm wondering if the text is going to be super small in the chat room. So you may want to. I know the picture will be small, but maybe those emoticons are tricky sometimes. But you may want to do some testing. But yes, thank you. Twitch is drunk. Yeah. So the 6-month people have the new FMS as their chat badge. But I've got to do some tweaking. I got to get rid of the little white lines. Or should I just keep the white lines? And we'll pretend it's a PFD. It's not an MFS. It's not a FMS. It's a PFD. Maybe I should keep the white line so it looks like a beer mug. Oh, it is working. Drew the Mad Dog. It's working. Oh, yeah, you can read that. Oh, cool. So, yeah, you can read that. Yeah, you can read that. I didn't think you could read that, but yeah, you can read that. That's cool. Nice. They approved that quick. Did you actually upload that today and then the approval came back that quick? That's really quick. Okay, so thank you guys for the subs. Thank you for the host, Dave. Hope you had a good stream. I saw that you were streaming the P3D. I think you were in the 7.4. How are you enjoying that plane? Raja is the new emote for AJ. All right, so we're done with the news. We're in the 727. We're going to go ahead and follow a checklist just because we can. So 727. Oh, so it's such a beautiful plane. Where's FlyJSim? When he's around, I stream other planes, and when he's not around, I tend to stream his plane. What's up with that? All right, let's go up here. Let's turn the let's go to the menu first. Options, and we gotta subscribe. Gavin,
Thanks for your great streams, John.
Gavin K42 with the sub. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate that very much. Thanks for letting me rock the Invisisticks. All right, we're going to connect the ground power here.
We gotta subscribe.
In the options menu.
We gotta subscribe.
And then we'll come over here to after we've connected the ground power, we're going to turn the external power on right there. And then I saw someone that did this, and correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys know, but after they connected the external power, they actually they closed the bus ties. But I'm not sure if that's necessary. So I have a question mark about that. Let's go up here to the battery, and we'll go battery on, and we'll close the guard. And then,
Yay! Yay!
Cirrus Max with the 1,000 bits, man. Cirrus Max bitting it out. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. By the way, you get the PE badge next to your name if you do 1,000 bits. But Max already had it, so he's in for the 2K bits. Thank you, Max. All right, so I can't remember which. There we go. Number 9 was the APU button. Ultimate Simulation. It's a remix of Brothers Osborne. Stay a Little Longer. Thank you, Max, for the bits. By the way, I subbed up to you, Max. I don't know if you got an email or if I don't know, but I subbed up to you. I had to. Okay, so we got. I don't know if that worked. I probably have to hold it down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. All right, so APU there. We'll wait for that EGT to rise. Let that stabilize, and then we'll close or we'll turn on the gens, or close the gen line. Oh, hey. Pilot Sage with the subscribe. Thank you very much for the subscription. No email? Okay. Well, I'm on the... hopefully I'm number one.
We got a subscribe.
I want to be number one. We do have a subscribe. Pilot Sage with the sub. Okay, so I'm going to close... Go over here and close. There we go. So close that. I guess you're probably supposed to trip it first and then close it. All right, then I'm going to come over here to the engineer panel, and I'm going to open the APU bleed. And then over here on the upper engineer panel, I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to go lower fuel panel. And we'll come over here and we will turn on the boost pumps. So aft, forward, engine 1. There we go. 2 and 3. It's 3 engines on this bad boy. The other thing too, and maybe someone can tell me, but someone did this. They closed the cross feed until the light went out. But I see some people do that, and I see some people that don't do that. So if you know, comment in this here or comment on the YouTube video in a few days. All right, now that we're running on the APU, we'll go ahead and we'll turn off external power. It looks like it automatically turned off. We'll turn the galley power on, which is right up here, which can make coffee now. Cargo outflow heat can go to normal. The Gasper fan on. Packs left and right on.
We got a subscribe.
Professor
6 months already?
Professor
We got a subscribe.
Binkleton
We got a subscribe.
with the 6 months.
Subscribe.
Professor
We got a
Binkleton
subscribe. We got a subscribe.
with the 6 months. Congratulations, you have the PFD.
We
Thanks
got
for
a
the support.
subscribe.
APU bleed is okay. That's good there. Packs are on, and let's turn on all bleeds. So we'll turn on engine 1 bleed, engine 2 bleed, engine 3 bleed. Oh, Sirius Max, the what are you on? Are you on a computer or iPhone? Because the old I got rid of the 572 in the emote, and for some reason you might be on the you may need to restart your iPhone app. Maybe it may still have the 572 in the iPhone app, possibly. All right, all the bleeds are open. Let's go ahead and set our pressure. We're not going to be doing anything fancy, so we're just, at the most we'll take it up to like 17.5, give or take. Yeah, I got rid of the 572, so it would be easier to type it in. Peter Hoover with the subscribe. Thank you, man. The Invisistick options are real tonight. Ooh.
We got a subscribe.
I gotta keep those Invisisticks.
Subscribe.
Gotta keep those Invisisticks close by.
We got a subscribe.
We do have a subscribe. All right, so pressure panel.
We got a subscribe.
Roulette table is now open by Goldsy. All right, I'm going to turn my...
We got a subscribe.
I'm going to turn on my hydraulics now. So we're going to go hydraulics, engine 1, engine 2, and we'll turn on the electric hydraulics. We'll also open the ground interconnect. We'll go back to the overhead, and we'll switch this to RTO for rejected takeoff. We'll arm the emergency exit lights, close the guard. Is that armed or is that armed or on? Yeah, that's good. Passenger signs. Passenger signs are right there, so we'll go no smoking on. Fasten seatbelt sign on. We'll turn on the window heat, which is, there are 4 windows. Get that going. We'll then turn on the beacon. Beacon light coming on. We'll set our altitude. Let's see if it works with the plane command. Set altitude 17,000.
Altitude set to 17,000 feet.
It does. So it put 17,000 right there in the altitude select. So that's awesome. Altimeter we've set. Nav and comms. Let's go ahead and set in our Nav 1 radio. So as we talked about earlier on the ForeFlight, the Polo VOR is 111.2. Set Nav 1 111.2.
NAV1 set to 111.2.
Set Nav 2 111.2. That one doesn't work. Alright, so we'll leave it on 111.2 for Nav 1. So Nav radio is set for the Polo VOR. And let's set our... I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll fly right. I think I'm going to go ahead and take off from 28 right. So I'll set my heading. Set heading 280.
Heading bug set to 280 degrees.
All right. Okay. And let's do pushback. So here we are in the Policia Federal. We want to push, and we want our tail to go left. So we'll push. We'll disengage the brakes. And we'll go right.
Okay, I'll send the push card.
And the bridge is going. The jet bridge is going away. I don't think the overlay is working. Well, you're right. Let's see if that starts filling in some information. Is that a little bit better? I think that's a little bit better. Let me know if that looks good. Alright, pushback cart is coming. Yep. Thank you, Goldsy.
Here we go.
Don't. Yeah. Okay, so we're going the right direction. Actually, we're going to want to
John Fly.
probably
follower.
turn around. Thanks for the follow, Nerd Circle Gaming. We're going to probably want to
Alright, see you next time.
do a quick UE. Alright, the pushback is complete. So we'll now go to the engineer station again, and we'll go packs off. That will give us some pressure. And we'll start this is a thing that a lot of people skip. I guess during engine start they want you to turn the galley power off, and I don't know why. So yeah. Then back to the overhead. Up here at the top, we want to open the guard, and we want to go ground. And then ground will bring us down here, and we're looking for 20% on the N2. N2, and oops. Better not hot start it. I was a little late with that one. I need to set up some views here, so let's see, 5. That one's that view. Let's get a view of the... Alright, so that's 3. 5 to 3. Kind of like a side view. Yeah, so 5. Alright, so there we go. And we'll go ahead and close the guard on engine number 3. It's been a while. Jamie Nicholson, it has been a while, man. Good to see you again. Real life problems, but all good now. I'm glad that things are good. I hope that they get better. It has been a while. Thanks for coming back by the stream, and I'm glad that things have improved for you. Alright, let's start number 2. Again, we're waiting for 20% on the N2. And then we'll introduce fuel. And there's 20%, so we'll introduce fuel, and we'll watch the beautiful gauges. Cessna rocks with you. Should you purchase MSFSX on Steam? Don't use Steam right now, just XP. Happy with that, but just wondering. You know, if I were to delve into that other platform, I would probably go P3D, to be honest, old fly guy. P3D seems to be the better choice, and if you're going to go away from X-Plane, if that makes sense. That's just... I own Steam Edition, I have it. I just think that P3D is where it's at, probably. Alright, let's go ahead and close the guard on engine number 2. And we'll start number 1. Again, we're looking for 20% on the N2. That one's rising quick. And we'll add the fuel right there. Sirius Max got the the boring. Alright, so we got 3 engines going. It's a beautiful plane. It's a beautiful plane, isn't it, Cessna Rocks? Okay, so let's close the guard on engine number 1. And then let's go back over to the engineer panel. And let's turn on the generators for the engine. So right there, right there, right there. We'll also close the field. I don't know if I have to yeah, I want to I shouldn't have done that, maybe, because the light's on now. Let's redo this. Okay, that looks good now. Love that livery. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Ryan, it's X-Plane 11 compatible. Yep. make sure you get the V2. Although I don't even think you can buy a V1 anymore, if I recall correctly. Let's turn our packs back on. Packs coming back on. And let's, it says to trip the APU. So we'll trip the APU. And then we'll go APU off. And then the APU bleed also off. Or closed. Galley power can come back on so the coffee can resume. There's a Raja emote. Essential power on generator. So if we come over here to the essential power knob and we click generator 1, and then we want to go back to the overhead. And this is, I mean, there's 3 people that fly this plane, so you can see why it's taken a long time. So left probe heaters, which is our pitot heat, those are on. It says to turn the fuel heat on, so we will turn the fuel heat on for a bit. Oil cooler to flight, so that's over here, and we'll set up our squawk code. Squawk is up here. Set transponder on.
Transponder is on.
Set transponder 1200.
Transponder set to 1200.
Actually, we're in Bravo airspace. Set transponder 2354.
Transponder set to 2354.
Because even though we're just doing pattern work, we're testing. They want to give us a squawk code to keep track of us. Dude, I was not able to get on here much, just too busy, but I've been flying FSC a lot. Thanks for the intro. Pilot Sage, thanks for joining the FS economy side of things. I'm glad that you learned about it, and yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for jumping in here. Appreciate that, and appreciate the sub. All right, we got pressure. We'll go to flight on the pressure panel now, and that is good. We'll turn our taxi light on. Getting so close to taxi. We'll set our flaps to 5. Do you set flaps to 5? I think you do. Trim looks good for takeoff. And we'll do a flight control check here. Left, right. Everything looks good. From here, we'll then go back to the fuel heat and we'll turn the fuel heat off. Oh, actually we do that at the runway. Sorry, fuel heat back on. Alright, we're ready for taxi. Let's debrief our taxi. So over here we wanna go down to 28 right. So we'll taxi out of the ramp to Bravo, and then we'll turn on one of these dilly-dallies to join November, and then November down to Yankee. So there we go. There's our taxi. Stupid antivirus issues. Oh, that's a bummer. Fly TBM 727 is your favorite. I'm gonna rank it after this flight. If I don't crash it, it's gonna come back into my top list. But right now, I'm still a little bit traumatized by my prior feelings with it. But so far, we were able to start it, so that says something, right? Yeah, Cessna Rocks, that's the ultimate battle, right? Trying to think of an emote. Yep, trying to think of an emote. I think simple is good. also identifiable and something that people will use elsewhere. But really, probably the streamer should... I don't know. There's so many options. Alright, so we're going to turn here. A little bit of a sharp turn. Maverick, no, I'm just doing... I'm just going to... Well, I'm flying out to a VOR that's just to the... just to the west of Chicago. And then I'm going to probably go up to another VOR and then back into Chicago. We're easing our way back into this plane after so much trauma. Yo, John Fly, acknowledge the follower. Uzix with the follow, thank you. So much trauma with the previous flight. It was I guess it was about a year ago that I crashed this plane near Los Angeles International. It's a great video, so if you ever want some entertainment and you haven't seen it yet, go to my YouTube channel and look up, just put John Fly and 727. Alright, we've made our way down here to... We're going to turn up here in just a moment and then we'll join November. I'm going a little bit fast. Yes, the taco stand. Jamie Nicholson remembers. Spiffy T6 flying in your hometown, huh? Yeah, the reason I haven't flown around Chicago is because for many moons, many acknowledge the follower. Many moons I had issues with the ortho photo on the Great Lakes, just to the east of Chicago O'Hare and Midway, right? And I finally got around to fixing the ortho photo problems. All right, we're making a left here onto November, and yeah. So now that we've got the ortho fixed on the Great Lakes, at least on this first Great Lake, we're able to do more Chicago O'Hare flying. It's a great looking airport too, I must admit. And this the Mexican police are really glad to be visiting the great city of Chicago for their conference on using technology to fight crime. So yeah. This is I think is it Nimbus? I'll quickly look, Goldsy. This is... Yeah, Nimbus simulation. It's a payware on the org. Oops. We got sim sounds today too. Raja. Maybe Chicago isn't the best example of how to fight crime. I can say that. I live there. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I had to come up with something quick. And there's, you know, well, probably the reason I came up with that is because I really loved the NBC television series Chicago Justice, and they canceled it, and I'm just so annoyed. UVA baller. You like the aircraft? Alright, we're just coming down November. We're going to turn on Yankee up here and go and take off at 28 right. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to practice something that I don't do often enough in the sim, and that is I'm going to use, yeah, mark my words, listen up, cue the music, cue the drum roll. I'm going to use IAS mode. Marcus MMC would be so proud. Yeah. Multiplayer. Yeah, you can do multiplayer. I'm just doing single right now. Had to get some street tacos. Yep. Yep. That's a nice emote. That swing emote. Might keep that around for a little while. Alright, so we can turn here on Yankee. Tower has told us to line up and wait. You should never use VS in a climb ever. Yes, and I did use VS in a climb, and I paid the price. Although, I must say, I became notorious through that VS mode climb. So maybe if you're trying to become notorious, then you should use VS climb, or VS in a climb. People, yeah, it's good. It's good for a good laugh. All right, let's. The taxi worked. How do you guys? Okay, stream over. Done. That was fun. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's go back to the engineer station and let's go turn the fuel heat off. And let's turn the taxi lights off. And we're gonna do a pack trip switch normal, which is pack trip switch normal. Okay, so that's on the checklist, but I don't recall where that is. Does anyone recall where that pack trip switch normal is? It's probably, obviously it's got to be on the engineer station. It could be down below. No, it's not. It's got to be up here. I will skip it if we can't find it. Don't like to hear your captain saying that. Gonna have to look where that one is. Near the left AC pack, engineer flight panel. Left AC pack. Alright, so here's the left AC pack. And there is the auto pack trip. But how do you switch it to normal? Is it right there? So it's not normal, it's like you could always skip that, see if it kills you later. So I guess auto pack trip armed. Yeah, just AC, right? We'll have to investigate that further. Okay, I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. Turbinator, can you hold my hand as I do this departure to make sure that I do everything correctly? Being notorious worked out well for Biggie. Yeah. Taxi sim. It's almost like It's almost like a truck simulator. All right, let's turn our strobe lights on. Whoa. Whoa, trippy. Okay, strobe lights on. Navigation lights on. Inboard lights on. Right there. I think we're ready to go. Let's bug up our speed for climb out. Set speed 225.
Speed set to 225 knots.
Right. You're not versed in this aircraft yet? This is not an easy... You can always stop for tacos? Yeah, there's probably some good street tacos in the Chicago area. Oh, you know one thing I didn't do? That I probably should do? I should probably get this light. That's my bad. Because I think landing this with fuel. Alright, so my gross weight is 142,000. Max landing is 154. I'm doing that. I'm ruining the immersion. But we're just gonna go out to this VOR. So let's. That's fine. Should have done more fuel planning, but I guess without a destination, I didn't think about that. All right, we got flaps set. We got. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's light this candle. All right, parking brake is not set, so we're just going to advance the throttles. See what happens. Toga party. That's right, Peter. It's taking. At least I don't think I have the. Oh, I do have the parking brake on. Okay, I died on a takeoff once in this plane too. Oh, we got a lot of sim sounds. A lot of sim sounds. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Oh, baby. Let's go. Landing gear up.
Landing gear going up.
Oh. Let's pitch for 20 degrees. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got to fly runway heading if possible. Okay. Let's take the flaps up. Hey, so far so good. We're climbing out. So in theory, well, we'll just do a manual climb here for a bit. Hey, Chili Willies, how you doing, man? Let's do one more flyby. It's hard to stall the aircraft when you're hand flying it. You can quote me on that. Alright, let's see if this thing can turn a little bit here. Doing good? Yeah, I'm doing well. If a controller questions the heading, tell them there's winds and you're flying runway heading. Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. We're out of 6,000 feet. I'm proud of myself, guys. I'm flying the 727. Dude, you know, and we're not stalling it. The trim is definitely off though, so I gotta retrim this bad boy here. Let's get to a more reasonable. Oh, there's an overspeed. I'm bringing the thrust back. Let's go into IES mode. Autopilot is engaged. We want to go IES mode. Okay. We're gonna see if we can pitch for 225. Ooh, it's going out. That would the passengers would feel that. 5,000 feet per minute climb. And let's do altitude select. So altitude is selected at 17,000. We're not dying. We're not dying. There is no destination, DJ Dragon. We're just doing some testing here, reacquainting myself with the FlyJSim. Let's set altitude 14,000.
Altitude set to 14,000.
Set altitude 12,000.
Altitude set
Let's go ahead and go off. Okay, so we're in IAS mode. We'll keep it at 2. Oh, snack. Scared the daylights out of me, Goldsy. Alright, we're watching our speed. The thrust is back. Let's try to track a VOR. We're leveling off here at 12,000, so that's good. Yeah, that sound got me. Let's go into heading mode. How come that's not working? Oh, I know why. We'll sync up our heading bug. Okay. And then we'll come back down here and we'll go heading select. Okay. And interesting. It's on pitch hold now. I gotta watch that clip now. Let's set altitude 14,000. Set altitude 12,000. Let's go ahead and go off. Okay, so we're in IAS mode. We'll keep it at 2. Oh, snack. That's a good clip, Goldsy. I think that you can tell that I'm a little bit, what shall I call it, skittish with this plane. I'm a little bit skittish. Okay, so let's see if we can get in. Okay, so let's get our bearings here. We're in 225. Fly to Ålesund. Ålesund would be fun. Oh man, do we get like a hot 600? Hot 600. Hot 600. Can we get the hot 600 emote? Alright, we can also rock the exclamation door sound. Okay. Iowa Flyer read my mind. Alright, let's refamiliarize ourselves. So there's heading mode. Let's try a different heading. Let me get the map out. Fly. Set heading 205.
Heading bug set to 005 degrees.
Set heading to 205.
Heading bug set to 205 degrees.
Alright. Oh, I need to bring back my throttle. And then you know what's kind of interesting is that if you stay in pitch hold, and you have your throttles full, it doesn't. All right, so now we're pitching again for speed 225 here for a bit. All right, this is fun. This is fun. The other thing I wanted to do. Alright, so that had to pitch us up to get our speed down. So now if I wanted to descend, then I want to go into... Alright. I'm going to bring back my engines a little bit more. Just learning this boy. This girl is temperamental. If I want to go into a descent, I guess I could go into vertical speed mode for the descent, right? Or I can just bring back the throttles and it'll start descending. I can change the pitch. There's altitude hold. Alright. The other thing I want to do is I want to get my radios going here. So, is that true that it's showing? Oh yeah, so the VOR is coming in. Cool. Alright, so we'll go into, that's course 258. It's 39 miles. 39 miles to the Polo VOR. So as you can see up at the top, our ground speed is 276, indicated as 222. So yeah, I think I'm learning. Alright, what I want to do now is I want to track that VOR. So I want to go into... I'm going to make a new... Let's see. That one. I can use that one. Oh, this smells really good. She just brought me dinner. Alright, let's do that. Let's go there. Make that that. Alright, so navloc. There we go. Let's track the VOR. Okay, so now we're tracking the Polo VOR. We're descending slowly back down to 12,000. This is fun. We're learning. We get a little ortho view here. One more flyby as we track that turn to Polo. Any questions? I'm actually airborne. I'm actually airborne, and I'm not stalling, and I have chicken. This is awesome. Alright, let's fine tune that VOR. Pilot Sage is out. He's going to go eat. Alright. Yeah, it's really tasty. Sorry for tuning. Valdez doesn't want me to make smacking noises. Are there fires in southern Utah? The fires in southern Utah. Yeah, no, I'm not. We're not. So it's a pretty big state, right? So yeah, but you know, God bless the people that are being affected by that down there. Let's just do a slow roll of the Cessna Rocks loop. I actually need to go home. Thanks for the show. Okay, Pilot Sage. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you. Maybe catch you this weekend. Thanks for the follow. We got Grave for Bear or Grabber. Thanks for the follow. Lots of sim sounds on the sim channel today. You can see the reflection. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Butanimous. Speed still looks good. Alright, let's just pretend for a moment that air traffic control told us to slow to 180. Set speed 180.
Speed set to 180 knots.
I'm not going to do it in IAS mode. Though, well, I guess I could. But basically I took my throttle all the way back. And I'm hoping that the plane doesn't have to pitch up too much to get to 180. Boeing was spelled wrong? I didn't even notice. Boing. That's awesome. Should keep it. Should keep it that way, actually. All right. Well, there's 180 knots, so that's awesome. And that was in IAS mode. Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower. It's the unlicensed knockoff. Alright, we're tracking the VOR. We are 19 miles out from the Polo VOR. Right there. I love this. This is fun. We got a follow. We got Mike Live for you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We also had Andrew JDH with the follow. I missed him earlier. So if you're still here, Andrew, thank you. Excuse me. Alright, so now we're slowing down. So we gotta add some thrust. Good job, John. Watching the power. Yo, John Fly. Acknowledge the follower. So when you do a speed change, and you're in IAS mode, which we're not. We're in pitch hold now. You got to add some throttle to compensate. So I'm going to add a lot of throttle right now. You introduce Cessna Rocks. Yeah, I'm staying at 12,000, but at 12,000 is not a flight level, and it's set to 12,000.
We gotta subscribe. We gotta
Great to see you flying your favorite plane, John.
J-Snap with the subscribe. Thank you, J-Snap. Thank you for the 6 months. You get your 6-month chat badge, because I know you love the chat badges. Yes, we are back in the traumatic. We're getting over our PTSD. We're actually not dying right now. And I saw the speed dropping right there, and I remedied for it. I'm going to bring back my throttles just a little bit here. This is a plane that you just can't.
We gotta subscribe.
You can't set it and forget it. This is one slippery slipper knot.
We gotta subscribe.
Where'd that come from? But thank you for the sub, J-Snap. Alright. Let's track another VOR after this one. So, I gotta watch our speed still. Actually, I'm going to bring back the thrust, and we're going to go back into IAS hold, which should make us pitch up just a little bit here, or a lot. Actually, I take my mind. Well, that's fine. Trying to get that back. Yeah, it's in IAS mode. So probably don't do IAS mode while in cruise, right? Probably do a pitch. Let's add a little more thrust. This plane, that plane ain't no Etch-a-Sketch. This is one doodle plane that can't be undid, home skillet. Alright, let's get back down to 12,000. So we'll cut our engines. We're now 4 miles from the VOR. We'll go ahead and tune in the other VOR, which is, if we go over here to the sectional chart, the next VOR that we're going to do is... Quit it! Rockford. Yeah, we'll do the Rockford VOR. Is on 110.8. So let's go down here. We'll go into, I'll go into turn knob, heading select, sync our heading bug. That's fine. There's 12.5. Rockford is 110.8. We'll come down here. Set nav 1 110.8. Set nav 1, 110.8.
NAV1 set to 110.8.
And then we'll tune in. Let's watch our speed here. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, course. Let's turn north to bring in that VOR. Really? There we go. Alright, we've dialed in the Rockford VOR. And we'll go back into nav mode. That will turn us toward the Rockford VOR. Flying Jackal! I realize the Kraken will have you tipsy before you ever feel the buzz. Very dangerous. That's very true, Flying Jackal. It's very true. Alright, I've kept this plane airborne, Jack. I'm very pleased with myself that I'm actually keeping this plane airborne and flying VOR to VOR. I'm practicing altitude changes and speed changes and everything. So I'm having a good time. I'm going to recenter in that Rockford VOR now that we're in a turn. Alright, let's see if we can get down to 12. So I'm going to bring back the throttles a little bit more. I think I'm going to try pitch hold. I'm going to pitch down just a tad here. I'm not going to have a piece of chicken. What? I gotta turn that down because it's scaring me to death. Alright. Now we're gonna pitch up. We're gonna well yeah, we're 17 miles from that VOR. Alright, so there's 11.5. 11.6. 11.7. $11.9. Not even Goldsy's power could reach Chicago. Okay, let's level off here. Okay, pitching there for 12,000. Okay, so once we hit the Rockford VOR, then we're going to go ahead and track. We'll track the I don't know if it's DuPage or DuPog VOR. But we'll do that. We'll do that next. SIVA next. I don't think the SIVA works in X-Plane 11 yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the SIVA works in 11 yet. Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower. Alright, what's our current speed? Thank you for the follow, Blackmail 138. Alright, so I'm gonna try. Kind of enjoying this pitch mode for a second though. This trend of having your birth year in your screen name is oh hey!
We gotta subscribe.
Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I would like to be?
We
I
gotta
can fly
subscribe.
higher than an eagle, for you are the
Subscribe.
wind beneath my wings.
You are the wing beneath my wings, Mr. Marcus MMC. Thank you for the subscribe. And also, everyone here in the chat know that Marcus is the reason I'm on X-Plane. So you can blame Marcus for everything I do that dents your wallet. Alright, let's pitch up. We're just oscillating. We're 2 miles from the VOR, so that's good. So we can go ahead. Let's go into heading mode. Let's try this. So we'll sync our heading bug. We're in heading mode. Let's go set heading 090.
Heading bug set to 090 degrees.
Trying to eat while streaming. It's kind of hard sometimes. But you know, you got to do it. Alright. We're back at 11.9. I'm going to set our... I'm going to match our speed. And I'm going to go into IAS mode for a moment just to do some testing. And then let's set up that next VOR. The page, I don't know if it's is it, you guys got to tell me if it's Dupag or Dupage or Dupog. 108.4. Set nav 108.4.
NAV1 set to 108.4.
And then we're going to dial our course knob in. And I'm assuming that this is going to be, yeah, there we go. 121. I'm going to increase our speed up to 230, 240. No, actually I'm going to decrease it to 200. Looks over at the Kraken. Be careful, Jack. Be careful. There are some good golf courses around here. Well, that's good to know. Alright, let's tune in that VOR. And now we'll go into nav mode. So the plane should turn to 123 or so degrees. Crack the Kraken! Yeah. I'm having actually some, the last bit of my Jack Daniels. Let's fine tune this VOR. There we go. 33 miles. Alright. Someone's like, I just wanted to learn how to fly the damn plane. I didn't want to listen to you eat. Alright, so it's pitching up to maintain that speed, so I'm going to go ahead and add some throttle. And I'm going to lower the speed to 200. Let's see how quickly we get back up. Let's see if we can shoot an approach. I think we'll shoot an approach. I think we'll go into 10 left. I've never done an approach. I've never gotten this far in the plane before. So this should be kind of fun. Now, my question is, can I use the default? And Jack, if you can hear me, if you haven't gone into the Kraken yet, can I use the default X-Plane 11 FMS with this plane? Because I see here in the options that I can change the 3D to no nav, to SIVA, to XFMC, but can't I use the default FMS if I wanted to? Alright, so there is... Let's bring back the throttles a little bit. Yes, set up a command to open up the default. So just like I do in the Q400, same thing. So that'll work. That'll tie into the nav system here. Cool. Very good. I'll have to try that. We won't do that on this flight, but that's awesome. That's good news. Alright, so... I'm going to set speed there. We're tracking that VOR. Let's look at the... we'll add a little bit more power here. Are we in IAS mode? Always checking things. That's fine. Alright, so over on the ForeFlight view, we're going to go to flight plan, we're going to go procedure, we're going to go approach. Like I say, we'll do ILS 10 left. We'll do vectors to final. And on this approach plate, so we're right here. So we're actually on a good vector for the loc. So let me set up that. Set nav 111.1. Oh, I gotta be on the right screen. Set nav 111.1.
NAV1 set to 111.1.
Set course 093.
NAV1 course set to 093.
Alright, so we've now set up for that. So I'm going to try to intercept here at a wrist. That looks like a great vector, actually. And then we need to be at a wrist at 9,000. So let's go ahead and set altitude 9,000.
Altitude set to 9,000 feet.
What would be the best way to do this? Would it be to just go out of, like, go into like pitch hold? No, not pitch hold, but I guess vertical speed, and then drop it down a little bit. Alright, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to bring back this, and I'm going to descend. I'm using that descend pitch here for vertical speed, and I'm starting to descend down. And don't ever use VS. Don't use VS ever? Okay. Alright, well then we'll do shoot. I guess we'll do IAS. Actually, I don't want any mode right now. Use pitch. Use pitch. Okay. Alright, so we'll go pitch hold, and then we'll come up here and we'll pitch. We'll do the pitch command. Alright, there we go. Pitching down. And we're going to have to do a 360 here. So let's go ahead and go into turn knob. Let's sync our heading bug and go into heading mode. And then I'm going to go ahead and yeah, we'll just do a quick. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to set altitude 8,000.
Altitude set to 8,000 feet.
Bring back my throttle. Hand fly and be up awesome. Yeah, I'm going to practice the localizer, and then I'll hand fly it. Why not, right? In descent only. Alright, we're now down at 9,000, so this is good. Kind of want to level off though. This is scary. The IAS is good every other time you need to change level. Yeah. Going a little bit lower. I need to get my speed down though, so. Set heading 000.
Heading bug set to 000 degrees.
Don't use flaps. Yeah, especially at flap exceed speed. After some extensive testing, I'll probably be bold enough to take this back out onto Pilot Edge. Alright, we'll do a $1 million vector here. Think of it as a big GA plane. Yeah. Well, I know the 732 is a big GA plane, but we'll find out here in a second if it's just a big Skyhawk. Wow. Can I just do auto glide slope?
Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower.
Oh, I think it's picking up the thanks for the follow. Big Ollie. Big O Liz fan. Or something along those lines. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh! It's doing it. It's capturing the loc, isn't it? To some degree. No, it's not. Let's take this on the turn knob. And let's go back into heading mode. It's turning back course, yeah. Yep, it is. And we're dropping speed. Oh, we're learning. This is good, we're learning. Yeah, I intercepted badly. I agree with that. We are learning. And we're in pitch hold. And we're also a little bit far out to intercept. That will get me on a good intercept. There we go. And now we'll go Auto GS. I think it's going to grab it now. Do the airlines still use the 727? Yeah, I saw a cargo 727 the other day. And I think they're readily used in, say, like Africa, don't you think? Okay, I think she's intercepting. I'm going to be at Burke, it's 7,000. What's my, let's see, flaps 2 at 245. Oh, I can bring out flaps right now. All right, my indicated is 250, so I should probably slow down. So what's the best way to slow down? Because I've got full idle. I'm descending at 1,500 feet per minute. I guess I want some speed brakes, huh? I'm nervous. Oh yeah, V-card. V-card. Landing. 125, flaps 30. Thank you. $14 out. It's doing pretty well. I mean, quite a bit of trauma I've had in this plane, right, Jack? But if I can fly it, anyone can fly it. But then again, we should get on the ground before I state that I can fly it. I'm not at idle right now. I kind of wanted to keep my speed up until about 10 miles out, but I'll get stable now. So idle now. Landing gear down. We have 3 green. We've been cleared to land. We're at 100 and probably can add a little bit of thrust here. Maintain that speed till a little closer to final. What do I want to land at like 130, or do I want to land at like 140? Or should I just go off a VREF? Yeah, if you get within 10 feet of the landing rate, I'll give you some JFM. Go ahead and bet. Go off a VREF? Okay. Alright, well then we should slow down a little bit more. We want, we're at flaps 20 right now. A little bit more power. 7 miles to go. Flaps 25. 6 miles out. Indicated is 140 right now. We'll go flaps 30. If I crash, we're going to have to go drive a truck instead. Yeah, fly TBM. It's nice to have Jack here. He knows I've been scared of this plane for a while. I'm assuming I can just adjust the trim and it'll take it off of autopilot. Like it does in other planes, but...
Yo, John Fly. Acknowledge the follower.
We got another follower. B Cashton 1. Thank you. I don't feel like going down to VREF though. I'm gonna be honest and feel like I want to be faster than VREF. Got a long runway to deal with. Just tap up the trim when at 200. Okay. There's 132. I might stay a little bit above VREF. Okay,
come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Get down, get down.
Autopilot's off. There's the outer marker. That was a little bit late. Oh, that was bad. I mean, it could have been much worse. I didn't arm my auto brake either. Well, we're down. It's interesting that it went to a full... By the way, we're not exiting the runway. Didn't arm the spoilers either, but we're down. Let's go watch a replay and see what we did wrong there. All in all, trust me, I'm quite happy that By the way, the landing rate plugin will be different on the replay. That's the weird part. total of 64 Boeing 727s. We're in commercial service still. Oh, nice. I like this plane. It's going back into my top.
We gotta subscribe. We gotta subscribe. We gotta subscribe.
Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that.
We gotta subscribe.
TMA pilot. Thanks for letting me rock the Invisisticks with my mouth
We
full.
gotta subscribe.
Appreciate the support. A lot of 6-month badges out there. A lot of 3-month badges, and thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate it. Got a new emote actually. A new emote that it's kind of funny. I think Jack can rock it. It was supposed to be just me waving. It's supposed to be me just waving, but there's a reflection on my face that makes it look like I'm holding like an Invisijoint. Golf course. Golf course. Again, it looks like I'm holding an Invisijoint. But yeah. Doesn't it look like I'm holding like something like that? But really it's just a full hand. Ah, there's the livery command. Nice. Yep. Thanks, Goldsy. Super mod. Alright, so we're coming in nice and stable. I disengaged late because I've never actually landed one of these very successfully. That last landing was not very good either, but we got down. This is Chicago O'Hare. What are we doing next, Bacon? I don't know yet. Pat Dog, I do not have a video, but the manual is really good. Have you taken a look at the manual? And I wouldn't have any clue about the Mac, but the manual should talk about the Mac. Thanks, Goldsy. Bear, I have seen the circular runway video. I think it's kind of a joke, actually. I think landing at a bank angle would not be good. All right, let's watch this landing. Coming down. I could have flared a little bit more. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. A little bounce. Not bad at all, given my history in this plane. Let's watch the runway view. Alright, Goldie, thanks for setting up those links. I think you're right, Iowa. I think the FlyJSim overlay... Oh, from that angle it was pretty hard. Yeah, from that angle it was pretty hard, but like I say, I'm a newbie on this. Could have flared a little. Yeah, the wings. VREF was pretty. Yeah, and I landed faster than VREF, didn't I? Let's pause it right there. Okay, we're right here, and our speed right here. We're at 127. No, that's the ground speed. Sorry. indicated, yeah, indicated we're at 126, 127. So yeah, I landed right at VREF. That's pretty cool. Let's watch it from this angle. From this angle, it just looks juicy. Juicy, delicious. Alright, this is what the tower saw. This is what the tower saw. The only thing you didn't flare enough. Okay, yeah. I'd like to see you fly this plane around on stream, Jack. I don't think you fly enough. You need to get back into the love of flying on the stream. You probably fly a lot, but you don't fly too often on stream. I've caught a few test flights. Alright. Last one, I promise. Any tips for speaking to ACT? ATC? Yeah. Make sure that Marcus is working. Or Goldsy. Spicy. Yeah, definitely you want to watch some videos and just go through the cat ratings, cat 1, 2, 3, and look at the cat transcripts on the Pilot Edge training page. That'll be good to go. Alright, well, there's the 727. We went through a cold and dark start. We didn't do a proper taxi, but flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
Huh. What am I doing wrong? So I've got auto brakes are disarmed. I think I need to tap the brakes, huh? I don't have any brakes on. The parking brake is not set. She's not going. Oh, there she goes. So I did need to tap on the brakes. Yeah, definitely would save you money on training for sure. Trixmot, thank you for that link. Yeah, I think it has instructions in there for the Mac. Getting on FS Economy is not the easiest thing on the planet. Let's see if we can make that sharp turn. Alright, Marcus. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for infecting me with this beautiful sim. We're going to have to celebrate this. Can you believe this October it'll only be 2 years since I got into this sim? Haven't even been in this sim a year. I gotta eat more of my salad though, so I can stay alive for another year. Well, we did VOR navigation. We did an approach. We did a landing. Yeah. It's back on my list. I'm going to put it in right now. I can tell you right now it's in my top 20. I'm not ready to take it back on PE though yet, because I need to get a little more comfortable with
John Fly, acknowledge the follower.
level changes. King Trez 22 at the follow. Thank you. It's 18. 18 for Pilot Edge. But if you're a student pilot, you could probably apply to get a waiver. I think they'll taxi over here. Don't clip any wings. Oh yeah, there we go. We'll park right next to that MD.
Yo, John Fly, acknowledge the follower.
Sean 7602, thanks for the follow. Alright, let's turn in right in here. Oh, AutoGate's working. Is it telling me to go that way? Oh, there we go. Oh. AutoGate is working. It hasn't. There we go. Alright, well there we have it. I'm going to do some more practice in the 727. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, we'll definitely do some more practice in this plane. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to finish my dinner and pour myself a freshie. And yeah, I think we'll get in another stream this week. And then, of course, this weekend we will for sure. So I'm going to give a little hosty host. And hope you guys go over there and raid. It's someone who's painting this bird. There we go. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
The dumb story of her friend and every little detail. It's like, how come it doesn't go back both ways? Like, you're wasting my time. You know?